Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're breaking the damage cap once again, utilizing the Striker team that has just had buff after buff after buff since, part 2 of the 11th anniversary and Saturn's release. As voted by you guys on the poll, Strikers did come through as the third team you guys did want to see. We did Cerebral yesterday, which was very, very strong, and obviously we did Shooters as well, which is on the weaker end. I have already put out a poll for the next one, which is going to be Driven. You guys voted for Free Spirit, but look, let's be real. Free Spirit and Slash are basically the same team. So we're going to save that for a little bit later. I'm going to do Driven next. Poll is up for the last two. You have Fighters or you have Powerhouse. So make sure to head over there, hit up the poll, and we can put together some spicy stuff. But today, Strikers are in the woodworks. We've got new characters like Boa. We have Crocodile Robin, and then we obviously have Ace, Rox, Roger, Rayleigh, Gaban, Saturn. There's a lot of characters that we can use for Strikers. So let's see what we can cook up with. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. And with that said, let's dive in. Alright, so this is what I'm working with. Strikers have a huge problem, and that's the tag system. The tag system, I've been rambling and ranting on about it for a very long time, especially if you take a look at this treasure map that's coming out with Sabo. The tag system they need to put more effort into giving characters tags. Old characters tags, free-to-play characters need tags. They just need to put way more effort into doing so. Otherwise, characters that have these tag mechanics, it's going to make it very, very hard for them to sort of find places on the team. Characters like Treasure Map Ace need 3 Whitebeard, Mythical Zoan, or what's the other one? Roger Pirates on the team. And then for the Crocodile and Robin unit, you need Logia, Warlords, all that fun stuff. And then for Boa, you need Straw Hats, Logia, or Kuja Pirates. And then it gets real messy, really, really messy. So this is what we're cooking with. Like I said, the whole idea here is to do as much damage as possible. So we do have some double conditional shenanigans. I really wish we could have got Treasure Map Ace on this team instead of the free-to-play 6+ Ace, and then using his double conditional boost, getting Boa to work with her double conditional boost. But like I said, it does get a little bit messy. But that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, all the supports are level 150. Remember, with the new update, the more 150 characters you have on the team, including supports, the more damage will crack through when you do pass 1 trillion damage. So it's pretty weird to see that supports are just such a big impact now. But it also does make a little bit of sense in that regard as well. So let's start it off. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, so the most damage we're going to get is from strength. So let's target the Dex unit. Remember, the rules are that we can only target 1 unit. We do get a flex spot, so we can bring another character that can kind of help us out. The thing with Strikers is that Law, the Rox Pirates, Roger, Rayleigh, Gaban, they need 6 Strikers to get their true potential abilities to work and just get everything going. So first of all, we're going to use the Rox Pirates. That's going to give us an orb buff, as well as some similar slots, some tandem orbs. It all works out pretty nice there. We have Marco support for a 0.7 chain boost, and we are using the Arlong ship, as we will be eventually turn into the Rox Pirates as our captain. Crocodile and Robin can use their captain shift, and now that we have a Boa on the team, or one of the Warlords, even though she's technically not a Warlord, but she still has the name Boa, we can actually get her special to apply increased damage taken. And with that, we can also get the super type of Crocodile and Robin as well. Before we swap them out of Captain, we do need to use the new Boa special. She's going to give us a conditional buff to paralysis, and if you have a bunch of other characters on the team, you can get a double stacking conditional buff. But the main reason we want to use her with Crocodile and Robin as Captain is now you get the increased damage taken, which works very, very well with the weakening effect. After we've done that, we can disable the Captain switch of Crocodile and Robin. That's going to increase the increased damage taken. Can then use the special of the Roger Pirates to get the multiplicative buff, as well as the color affinity boost. Their EX can turn Strikers into Super Strikers, which is nice and fun. Then we can use the Law special. Law is going to use the Captain Switch Shift mechanic, or Captain Swap mechanic I should say, with the middle right hand unit, and also give them a full special charge, which now allows us to use the Rox Pirates again to get the set target ability. Then we can use the Verse effect and the EX to apply some resistance down. We can use the Verse ability to increase the attack boost. We don't need to disable the Captain swap. And finally, we can use the Ace special with the Rocks Pirates as our leader. So that way we get the HP guard, we get the double stacking conditional buff, and we get the damage reduction, which is now a damage reduction conversion. I believe it's damage reduction conversion. Someone should give me that. I'm pretty sure we get that somehow. Oh no, Treasure Map Ace is the one that does that. See, again, big reason why I wanted to bring Treasure Map Ace is to get that damage reduction conversion effect, which, yeah, look, that's actually like 1.8 times compared to then a 1.5 territory. I don't know if that's better. It actually is better. However, like, to be able to get his pseudo double special activation, we do need to have, again, the Roger Pirates, the YP Pirates, and then have like the Mythical Zoan. And again, this, unfortunately, this setup, like, you just can't get all of that to work in your favor. So having the extra 2 times conditional buff for Ace, that does just seem like the best way to go. Yeah, like I said, if you could find a way to get like a double special off with him and then still have the Rocks Pirates do all of their stuff, that might be a little bit better. But at the same time, like, having this, like, the massive 4.3 times orb boost, I should say, compared to having the lower orb boost with that extra damage, I just don't think it's going to be that viable. Plus, we're not even using the Ace final tap anyway, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame there. So now we got Rush, Super Tandem, and we're going to hit with our strength characters last. So let's start tapping away and see what the damage looks like. So thanks to the HP guard, we can get all of the Rush taps of Law. This is a level 5 Rush Law into a level 5 Roger Rally Gaban. Now we can hit with the Super Tandem to get the 3 times attack. We also have the Super Tandem boost from the Rocks Pirates. This is essentially just buffing them. It's not buffing the Crocodile and Robin unit. However, Crocodile and Robin, look, they just may as well tap last. They have the Luffy support on there to hit for 15 trillion damage. On top of the 9 trillion that we get from the Rocks Pirates there, looking at around 24 trillion, which went down to around 3.4. It's a bit low, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's a bit disappointing. Like the Strike team have just had so many buffs recently that you would kind of hope that they would be doing a little bit more than that. But unfortunately, it's just not really meant to be. It's how it is. I might try Treasure Map Ace and just sort of take off that conditional buff, and then try and see if we can get the damage reduction conversion with the territory and do some shenanigans that way. Alright, so we did some shenanigans with Ace. In hindsight, probably should have swapped the ship out and then allowed Law to sort of captain swap back. But we don't have the Super Tandem now too. Why don't we have the Super Tandem? Alright, so it turns out I didn't have the overheal mechanic because Law works weird. So using the Albedo support now, which is a bit of a problem because now we lose a 150 support. So it will be interesting to see what the damage looks like now. We changed the ship as well, so we have the Whitebeard ship to get a lot more attack with Law as captain, being a 6 times captain. Let's see what this looks like. Again, we're still going to tap the same way, but I don't love that we're tapping with Robin and Crocodile last now. But let's see what happens. If the damage is less, the damage is less. If the damage is more, damage is more. So let's see how we go. Let's go. So we're going to tap with you. Get all our rushes in. I have to focus now because the Whitebeard ship makes it not as easy to hit perfects. Going to the Super Tandem of Roger Relic Barn. I did lose my level 5 Rocks friend captain, so this is my level 4 Rocks, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's less damage there, and I hit a great at the end there, so it's actually better to go with the other Ace. But there you guys go. That was the breaking the damage tab for the Striker team. Again, a little bit disappointing because Strikers have had so many buffs lately, but we did see, what, 15 trillion damage coming from the Crocodile and miss all Sunday or Robin unit. So that's always a fun time. If you enjoyed the video, bell like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Driven will be next. Make sure to vote to the poll. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.